Yeah, always try to write in the journal at least once a day.
Never lose the thought that's in your head.
No, it's not necessarily that. It's so that when I look back on it, I'm like, oh shit, I've come from this, I've overcome that, done a lot. This is something to remember.
Have you looked back on things?
Yeah, all the time.
Like you open up an old journal?
Yep. Yeah, they're on the bedside table. I just open them up, read through. I mean, in the front of the journals, I always write something that someone at the time of me starting the new journal had said that's quite significant. I wonder what... Let's have a look at what this one says.
Wait, shouldn't you know?
No, I always...
If it's at the front?
No, but
there's so much.
Yeah, but I've covered like
yeah,
3/4 of the book.
That's the point of writing down. You're not going to remember everything you think of.
Yeah, one of the guys who I used to work with said you need to fuck it before you can fix it. As in, like, you need to make the mistake before...
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. But yeah,
anyway, back to fun.
The writing down of everything. I had an auntie tell me the same thing years ago. It was to do with getting into journalism. She's like, get in the habit of just writing everything down. You'll become a better writer.
I understand
and it's like
that,
a peace thing.
I understand that from like...
It's therapeutic.
For me, like, I don't think I would ever look back on it though. But I understand why you do it. Yeah. But I would just never... But maybe journalism-wise, it makes so much sense.
It makes sense to learn how to write and just understand.
It's also useful to carry.
Like useful to carry?
Yeah, it's useful to carry.
Isn't it one more thing to carry?
He didn't say convenient. He said useful.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
If you got it in your backpack,
pocket,
you know, like if you've got it in your backpack, it's real chill, and you just have it in the car or whatever, and that way you always know. I've got something to jot down notes in. I mean, like your phone's useful, but that I'm really guilty of using my phone to write notes down, and then I just never look at it again.
That's one of the weird things. Like, have you found yourself writing down notes that really you should be able to use your memory to remember, but you sort of just use notes as a tool to be lazy?
No, I noticed that when I first got a smartphone, and I realized I was like, you're literally writing everything down in notes, and you're not recalling anything. Yeah. You're going to get to 80 years old and you're fucking going to have like dementia because you've just not even practiced.
Not even dementia, just not a memory.
You've just not practiced anything.
It's sort of like spelling though. Because there's no punishment in not knowing how to spell anything because it comes up as suggested.
You can literally write gibberish.
You write Y and Apple's suggesting you, and that's the word you were searching for. So you just tap it like, not that you could probably forget how to spell it, but it just creates this behavior of not needing to know anymore.
Not using your brain for simple things, everyday things that helps keep it sharp potentially.
Is that not the point of the tech though? Like I know this sounds really stupid. This sounds a little bit stupid. I'm sort of playing the devil's advocate, but the whole point of the tech is to make life convenient in terms of you can now delegate more of your brain power to other aspects of your life. Like that note taking, you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to remember what date things are on. You got a calendar. Facebook, you don't have to remember people's birthday. It will just tell you the day before. I mean, like there is plenty of things that tech make more convenient.
It makes things easier.
And I guess that's the whole point of it, right? So we can't bag it out too much.
I got a hack for all of you, and it reminded me with you saying Facebook birthdays. On Apple calendars, you can actually have the Apple calendars remind you the day before that person's birthday. And the number of times that I've been in an interaction with the person and get the reminder that says it's their birthday tomorrow and go, oh, so what are you doing for tomorrow? And the fact that you haven't, because everyone gets the reminder that day, to do it, it's just like, you're a champion. You're killing it. And
you're like, wow, he cares.
It's surprisingly it's been quite a few. No, well, it's a suggestion to listeners because it's I feel like a great way to build a stronger friendship.
It also prevents you from being that one arsehole who like posts on their story the day and say, "Oh, happy birthday," when I could have said it to you yesterday when I saw you in person.
That's true as well.
If only I'd remembered. Like, we won't lie. We all live busy lives, work, commitments, all this sort of thing. If there's a tool that helps you with these little memories, like just remember it's fella's birthday this week, that's good. I don't see a problem.
How do you feel about Facebook memories? You don't like it. Is that am I wrong?
Memories?
Yeah, Facebook memories or any sort of memories. Snapchat
I don't care about. I don't use it enough for it to even matter because I don't post anything on my Facebook that much, so the memories don't come up.
To me, I guess that's probably my reminiscing on your style of journaling or diary entries.
That's sort of where I come from, is that like I look at the Facebook memories, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was cool to do that on the 2nd of January back in whatever year. Like I didn't remember that I did that.
Even story memories on Instagram, because that's cool. Probably more time on Instagram stories, and I think that's cool because you don't post everything.
Yeah, nor do you necessarily get to go look back on those stories. Like once they're gone, they're gone.
But what's the point of looking back? Because I think I did have a bit of a gripe with memories on there. Like, but what is the benefit of looking back and seeing the memories?
I mean, I feel like it's probably the same reason you.
Well, I'll let you answer first because I've got a good answer.
I mean, it pops up first of all. It's more of a notification sense, but I think it's cool just. Sometimes you do more significant things than others, and it's cool to go, oh, I was there, or, oh yeah, I was with that person, I should reach out to that person. I think it's cool for that.
I think it is, we used to do it back in the day through storytelling, and this is just the same version of storytelling on a much larger scale. And that's the whole point, is to sort of sit there and go, wow, I've done some really cool shit, and I'm going to do even cooler shit in the future. And I just need to remember that I've gone and done all this in the past, and so there's nothing at the same level that can stop me because I've already done something equivalent. You know, and it's basically just, like Luke said, it's very similar to how I write my journals. It's something to look back on and go, oh, wow, yeah, no, I came from this. And
I did that.
Yep, I've done that.
That was last year.
Yeah. That's the whole point, and I don't see where you're coming from. Why do you not like it?
I guess my thing is, if it's important, I'll remember it, and I'll be able to reminisce about it, and I'll be able to talk about it to people, and through telling other people.
But do you not?
But I think it's like the simpler things. It's like you're reminiscing about having a flip phone. It's the simpler times. It's like, oh, that was. It doesn't have to be something extravagant of a milestone. It was like, oh, that was a cool.
But it's also
catch up. Like it could be just a minute detail that's.
It's also really cool. Like if a photo pops up on your Facebook memories, 20 years from now, it's like, holy fuck, I forgot how shit my haircut was. You know, like that sort of thing. And I don't understand.
I'll never have that thought. My haircut's always.
No, but what I'm saying is, I don't understand why you don't like it, because all it is just a way to enhance your memory 30, 40 years from now, and I don't see what's so negative about that.
I don't think it's a way to enhance your memory.
I guess there's nothing
I know what you mean.
Negative. I guess my stance was like, what was the point? But I understand. It makes sense as to why it can trigger like a happy thought. You're like, oh, that was nice. That was good.
If you logged into Facebook 40 years from now and your kids are just like, oh, wow, Dad, nice mustache. It's like, you know.
But I very rarely look back as well. Like, I actually don't look back at all.
I think you should.
I see more value in like
I think that's why I sort of like it. Because it forces me to. I don't have a choice. Do you reflect at all? I do reflect, but I don't.
You don't. Look
I don't
back
like
enough.
Congratulate myself for like the things I've done in the past. It's like, okay, well, what's next?